There's no sound.
That we are having at Scale Up 305, and we are planning to have once every month. And this is open not only for our Scale Up participants, but also HackUp members and any other business entrepreneurs, business owners in our community. So today we are very happy to have with us Mr. Reginald André, that I'm going to present very shortly. And he's going to talk about how to integrate technology into your business so you can streamline your operations. So Mr. Reginald André is the CEO of ArcSolvers, a South Florida-based cybersecurity and risk management consulting company, meeting the needs of small businesses. With over 19 years of business, entrepreneurship, and technical experience, his knowledge and IT expertise has been the driving force in successfully growing ArcSolvers. André earned an AS degree in business administration and an AS degree in network service technology at Broward College. He was recently featured as a 20 under 40 honoree and as the fastest growing IT company in South Florida for 3 years in a row. He has been married for 7 years to his wife, Tanya, and they have a 4-year-old daughter and 15-year-old son, and they reside in Miami. Andre also served as a board member for Broward College Foundation and served as a board member of SOTLA for 4 years. So this is a real pleasure to have you again, because we had the pleasure to receive you last year, and we were very, very happy about this presentation. So now the floor is yours, Mr. André. Thank you again for giving back to the community.
Of course. Thank you, everyone. Just going to put a stopwatch here. That way I can keep track. So thank you, everyone, for having me. I am so excited to be here for the second year in a row. So that means that my first presentation, everybody was stayed up, and it's worth talking about again. So if you did watch this the first time, and I know we have about 20-something people on Zoom, there's definitely new slides and new things that we're going to be talking about. So first, I'm going to talk to you a little about myself. Guys, I want this not to just be a death by PowerPoint. This is going to be interactive. I feed off of your energy. So please interrupt me. Let's have a conversation. I'm here to help you. So first, talk about how I got started. So by show of hands, how many people remember CompUSA? All right. So for those of you who don't know CompUSA, think of it as like a Best Buy. So they sell computers, routers, TVs, all sorts of gadgets. And in 2001, I was working at CompUSA, and one day this guy comes in and he buys shopping cart after shopping cart after shopping cart full of items. And at the end of the sale, he said, I have no idea how to set this up. And he asked me to come to his house to set up the computers and things like that. So I would always do work for my friends and family. So I said, yeah, no problem. I can come to your house on Saturday. I can go ahead and set up everything. So he gave me his address, and it said 400 Alton Road. Anybody familiar with that Alton Road area in Miami Beach? Yep. So I'm 19 years old. I put in 400 Alton Road on the GPS, and I'm going on the MacArthur Causeway. I grew up in Miami Gardens, and my mom had never taken me outside of that area. So for the first time, I'm seeing the palm trees, the cruise ships, the yachts, the girls. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what I used to see on TV, but I never saw it in person. So I go to his house. He's on the 17th floor, overlooking the marina. You see all the boats, and I'm like, wow, this is life, right? So I set up his computers, I set up his TV, I set up his routers, his Wi-Fi, and one of his friends comes in and says, hey, can you do this to my house? And over a course of 6 months, this guy that I met at CompUSA is sending me to all of his friends doing their computers and stuff like that. And one day he calls me, the guy from CompUSA calls me, and he says, Andre, all my friends are ecstatic about you. I know that you're going to going to CompUSA, you're being to become an English teacher, you're going to school to become an English teacher. I never told you this, but I'm a retired 41-year-old multi-millionaire. Whatever you're making at CompUSA, I'm going to double it. Let's start a business together. I went to my mom, my Haitian mom, and she said, Reggie, this is why we came to America. This is why I came to America. Do it. This is the American dream. 9 years later, we are the kings of South Beach. Everybody knows us, fixing their computers, their laptops, setting up their Wi-Fi and everything like that. And I go to my boss and I said, you know, my business card says managing partner. My email address says vice president, but there's nothing in writing that actually says that we're partners. Can we do that? And he said, yeah, no problem, Andre. Give me a couple of weeks. I'll have the attorney draft up something. A couple of weeks later comes in. He asked me to come to his office. And he says, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to let you go. What do you mean, let me go? 9 years, 7 days, 18-hour days, working 18 hours, working to build this business, and he lets me go. And I can remember in the garage, and I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? My son, who's right here, give a shout out for my son, first time watching me speak. He's 2 years old. I have a condo in Lauderhill. It was 2009. I was making a lot of money, but I wasn't keeping a lot. And I had $100 in my pocket. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? And I remember the quote from Rocky that says, it's not how hard you get hit, it's how you get back up. And then from there, I said, you know what, I can do this. I had a non-compete, so I couldn't touch any of those clients that knew me for 9 years. And I just had to go to a different area and just start my business again. So I say that all because no matter what your circumstance is, no matter what type of businesses you had that may have failed, no matter what you had in your childhood, father in your life, no father in your life, no matter what happened, don't use any excuse. Try again and get back up. So now that you know a little about me, now it's my turn to learn about you guys. So you heard my story. We're gonna do what we call a 30-second elevator pitch. Everybody's heard of an elevator pitch? All right, so we're gonna start with you, Parker.
Yeah, sure.
30 seconds, go ahead and tell us and speak up for the mic.
Yeah,
Let
sure.
everybody know your name, what you do, and who you're trying to do business with. Coach.
My name is Parker Lake. I'm a financial planner. Yeah, excellent. Appreciate it. Thank you. My name is Parker Lake. I'm a financial planner. I work with individuals, families, and businesses. I specialize in working with people that have a variable income, like a real estate agent, investor, anybody whose income goes up and down, or maybe someone who could go for months without making money and then all of a sudden make all the money that they're going to make in a year. So my specialty is working with both insurance and working with investments. So my name is Parker, and I'm a financial planner.
Awesome, thank you. Who wants to go next? You want to go? All right. Clifford?
Yes, my name is Clifford Barron. I'm a Haitian entrepreneur. I own a waste management company in Haiti, and represent the American franchise Truly International in Haiti. And right now I'm in Miami, open a company, EcoClean System. We are launching, we are to launch in the next 4 months on commercial cleaning and pest control service in Florida. Client we're looking for is commercial building, restaurant, hotel, and residential and commercial. And so that's what I'm here for.
Thank you so much, Clifford. Anybody else wants to go next? All right, come on up. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. Daja.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Adaja Kodio. I am here for AFC Cleaning Service. So this is my cleaning company that we opened recently in Florida. And we're looking for commercial residential clients. And on the side, I'm also a photographer and I do construction. But I'm here specifically for the cleaning business. Other things, I'm very excited to be part of this cohort. And I'm here to learn, to mingle with everybody, and then we do business together.
Thank you so much. And if anybody's on Zoom and you, are we able to interact? Yep. So if anybody on Zoom wants to raise their hand, we can take 1 or 2 people. Anybody else here in the room want to speak up?
My name is Amos Jean-Claude. Hello. My name is Amos Jean-Claude. I am a math teacher I
Good evening,
here
everyone.
for-
My name is Rose Senat, and I'm here for cleaning business. I also have a cleaning business, and we specialize on commercial building and also car detailing. And I have other businesses too. I'm also a insurance agent, and I also have a nonprofit which is Women Impact and Community Development. But especially here, I'm here for the cleaning business.
I see we have a lot of serial entrepreneurs. Anderson? Awesome. I'm so glad we got full participation.
Hi, everyone. My name is Anderson Gustav. I'm the CEO of Flaco PXL, which is a company, like a video, photo and video company. We create content for small businesses, and I'm also looking for event planner for weddings.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. So now we're just waiting for Zoom. As we're waiting, just cut me off when you're ready. But it's so important, guys. And as I do these slides, I'm going to have these little quotes on the left-hand side. These are not my quotes. Some of them just over time, people have them. But the side quote is, closed mouths don't get fed. It's so important that you always talk about your business, because what we're talking about is how to incorporate technology in your business and also how to scale your business. People will, if they don't know what you do, then they can't buy from you. One time I had a room full of about 30, 40 people, and I was just so surprised. Only 2 or 3 people actually rose their hand. Everybody else was shy and scared. And I had to tell them, like, guys, my business, we pour in about $800,000 into the local community and buying products and services and stuff like that. I just got a house. I need my bathroom redone. And here we could have had someone that could have probably helped me. So closed mouths don't get fed. All right, we got someone on Zoom. Go for it.
So yeah, let's speak to them directly. Anyone on Zoom want to go ahead?
Oh, here it is.
So on Zoom, you can go Fitzgerald Zephyrin. You have your hands up.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Fitzgerald Zephyrin. I'm the owner and founder of Deflex Solutions. It's a BPO company and language services company as well. So we have our headquarters in in Ontario, Canada, and United Kingdom as well, and we have our headquarters in Dominican Republic and United States, but it's not in Florida. It's in Delaware, but we're just gonna open like an office in Florida. It's a pleasure to be with you guys. Thank you.
Awesome. And we have time for one more, Hagel, if you want to go ahead. We're just doing a 30-second elevator commercial.
We have more people.
So we have some more. Okay.
Yes. Aitza has your hands up. You can go.
Hi, everyone. My name is Aitza Negron, and I am the founder of Strategies in T, where I focus on tenacity, education, and accountability to teach people about financial literacy, specifically helping women pay off their debt, invest, and save $5,000 without sacrificing their time through banking automation.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Aitza. Ami, you can go.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amy Bienemy from Grayson Enterprises. I'm the Chief Creative Officer and founder. And my company is primarily focused on web design. However, we also assist emerging entrepreneurs with content creation, project management. The list goes on. And I'm just so excited to be here.
Amy. Now you can go, Joanne.
Hello, everybody. My name is Joanne Nicolo, and I am the founder of Savon des Îles. You can call me Madame Savon des Îles. I say my expertise lie in handcrafted items for bath and body, but I also have how do I call it? I have a mission to elevate ingredients from the motherland. So especially right now, these days, when you guys are thinking about supporting Haiti, please do go check Savon des Îles' website, savondesîles.com, because every purchase that you do, well, you're just helping us over there, keeping, the economy going. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne. We have JJ. You can go now.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jerona. I'm the founder of Creole Plants, an online store where I sell apparel and accessories. But what's special about them is that I make design in Haitian Creole only, mostly statement, in order to promote Haitian Creole and the diaspora. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanna. Now you can go, Julie Floristil.
Hi, everyone. My name is Julie. I am the owner of La Croix. It is a handcrafted candle company. So I make candles and all things scents. It's a company I started about 2 years ago. And with this company, I wanted to incorporate my faith and culture, which La Croix means the cross. And of course, I want to incorporate my faith and culture. So every time someone purchases an item, they're learning how to pronounce and how to spell out a Haitian word.
Thank you, Jolie. Now we having Christopher.
Good evening. My name is Christopher Jarrett. I provide college and career coaching services to students in middle and high school to ensure that they have the information that is necessary to position themselves for scholarship and college admission.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'm letting you present yourself very quickly.
Good evening, good afternoon, or right on that barrier there. I'm attorney Hagel Laurent. I handle primarily landlord and tenant disputes. And now more broadly, I handle real estate matters, people fighting over houses, people that have passed, etc., probate and guardianship. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Here you go. Now we are having Aliona.
Hi, everyone. My name is Aliona Gardner. I am a HR and people operations consultant. I consult with mainly startups and small to mid-sized businesses in the tech space and media space, working on companies, helping them grow from either a Series A to a Series B or from a seed round, supporting all things from employee development, leadership development, to performance management and organizational growth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aliona.
On the Zoom, and even if you did have a chance on the Zoom, put in the chat what you do, who you're looking to meet, and put your website, your phone number, some type of contact information. And for the people here, I heard a lot of similarity things where, one person is doing this side, but it's a big umbrella. So definitely you guys after end, don't rush out, network, because that's what it's all about. So we're going to start talking about, again, how to scale your business using technology and how to grow your business using technology. I did hear some services that I'm going to be talking about, and I got to warn you, I'm going to step on some toes. I'm going to step on some toes because one of the important things that you have to understand is sometimes technology takes jobs and it makes some type of jobs obsolete, and or at least a section of that job. So it's so important that when you hear what I'm talking about, don't necessarily get offended, but just say, okay, if this is how technology is doing this, how can I use the technology, or how can I now beat the technology and do something and pivot, okay? So we're gonna first talking about a few basic things with technology. By show of hands, and if you're on Zoom, you can just put in the chat, who does not have a website? Don't worry, I'm not gonna pick on you. I just wanna know who's not gonna have a website. All right, awesome. Everybody has a website. So for those of you on the Zoom, just to make sure that you know a website, when we talk about it, we're talking about when it's www.yourdomain.com. And when your domain, like in my example, ArcSolvers is my domain. And then we have the email address, which is andre@arcsolvers.com. By show of hands, anybody has Gmail or Yahoo for their business when you're emailing customers? All right, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how we can now grow and scale your business by improving on that as well. So Anybody using Facebook or not using Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Yelp, Google, YouTube for your business? Okay, so Mr. Hagel, which one are you not using?
Well, I'm only using LinkedIn.
Okay, only using LinkedIn. So I understand with attorneys, there's ways how you have to advertise and it's, you know, in a sense regulated, but just generally speaking, guys, all of this is free. And I know with financial services is also in a sense regulated, so you have to be careful, but all of this is free. If you can get client testimonials, if you are in the sense, let's just say cleaning your, you know, the vehicle services and you just cleaned a nice Ferrari or a nice Mercedes, and now take a picture. This is how you grow your business. My company right now, we spend about $30,000 a year on pay-per-click, SEO, and all of these other things. And you know, the biggest way we get our business is through social media, and it costs us zero. It's because it's about relationships. It's about the people that's in your contacts. It's about the people that are in your network. So when you're doing something, I highly, highly recommend that whatever you're doing, take a picture. If you're with a client, take a selfie, and then later on, talk about it. Put it on your social media, put it on your website. And if you don't have a website, yes. Sure.
Ms. Jules, go ahead. Ms. Jules, you can go ahead.
Sorry, I just realized I never put my hands down from the first time. Sorry.
No problem. And for anybody coming in late, I want this to be interactive. I don't want to talk all the time, so please ask questions as we go. We have about an hour. My slides should only take about 45 minutes, so we got about 15 minutes. We can have conversations, and there are some slides that I can easily skip. So everybody has the point of social media. It works, and it's for the most part free. So there's a quote that a guy named Gary Vee wrote, and he says, jab, 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 right hook. How many people use their social media, their personal social media, but they put what they do for business? Okay. Any reason, Rose, you don't? Okay. So again, cleaning services, right? So same, and what type, or was it vehicles? Okay, car detailing. So let's just do commercials. You came here to this office, you and your staff, you do a before picture, you do an after picture, you do a selfie with your staff, you do a selfie with your customers, and then you just write something simple. You know, just had, you know, one of my best customers, and this is a before and after picture. And the reason is because, again, it's your network, it's your friends and your family who are, oh, yeah, let him go. I'll let him fix that. It's your friends and family that's most likely going to be recommending you, that trust you, and that's going to use you. So I highly recommend, Rose, make it a point that when your staff is working and when you're on site working, that you take those photos, because that's what it's all about. And that's what's going to get you that new business to scale your business. So I had asked who has their personal emails, Yahoo, AOL, and you had a question? Oh, you just had the thing? Okay, so one of the things I highly, highly recommend is that you move your email services out of AOL, Yahoo, and Gmail to a professional email. I can tell you many times when I get bids for our business and someone sends me an email and their letterhead and it says AOL.com or Yahoo, it just doesn't look professional. You may be the most professional person and you may be more than qualified, but it's just an appearance. It's a perception that, like, okay, I'm getting a quote to do a kitchen, to do my bathroom, and this guy here is with a Yahoo, and this guy here is with professionalbathroom.com. It just looks better. And it's only costing about $60 a year. So relatively, it's not the biggest thing. So one of the things I highly recommend to just grow your business and now to get that into another level is to have those professional email addresses. And with that license, that also gives you your Word, Excel, PowerPoint. So it's going to be a service that's not only for your email, but for your everyday functions in your business as well. You have Gmail and you have Microsoft 365, which are the two biggest ones. So next we're going to talk about sales and payments. So cleaning services, you have inventory, right? How are you tracking your inventory? You haven't? Okay, so good. We're going to talk about that. So you can Google it. There's plenty of different services that track your inventory, because when I used to work retail, we had a lot of thefts. And we would always think that it was thefts because of people from the outside, but it was people from the inside that you normally would steal the most from you. So it's important that if you have your chemical bottles and things like that, you want to have, either RFID, some type of QR code, something that when that bottle leaves the store and leaves the warehouse, that you're able to tell. So there's plenty of tracking software that you can do. And also with that tracking inventory, let's just say, for example, I'm just using Clorox, right? Let's just say you had 10 bottles of Clorox and now you're down to 2. With your tracking software, what it'll now do is send you an email or send an email to your distributor that says, hey, I'm out of Clorox. I got 2 left. I know it's going to take you a week for the new shipment to come. Go ahead and order me another 8 bottles, for example. Collect payments. So how many people have to invoice a client and wait to get the money to come in? All right. So Anderson, remind me again what you do? Content creator. And how long do you have to wait for clients to pay you? A month? Your bank? Clifford the bank? You're not a bank, man. We got to go ACH. ACH. When you're starting with your contracts, you tell your client, hey, how much do you roughly, how much do you charge for a service? This rough number, 1,000, 2,000, 250? Okay, so $250. So you say, hey, Mr. Customer, I'm going to start the job for you. I need a deposit, which I need it right now. And are you going to take credit card or are you going to take routing? Okay, but then the credit card takes the 3 to 5%, right? So that's money you just giving away. But you added, very good. I was going to say that, so I'll skip that part. But just for you guys that are basically taking credit cards, add that charge to the client or incentivize them by taking ACH, which is their routing number. And if you're using QuickBooks, the customer can put it in. That way you never take that information and the ACH and the routing number, and it only costs, anybody knows roughly how much it costs for ACH? It's like 50 cents compared to 3%. $1,000, do the math, they take a lot of money, right? So Clifford, next time I see you, you're not a bank, right? I'm gonna say, Clifford, you got all that money. For us in our business, tell you, first of the month, and I'm gonna be pulling the curtain back a lot in my business because this is real world experience. First of the month, it's Christmas for us. We got just money coming in left, right, left, right, left, right. And maybe a few customers where we have to now go chase them, or maybe they're sending us the bill. But that's okay too, but get them on the ACH. There should be no reason why you're chasing the money. There's different services. There's Square that does it. There's QuickBooks and so forth like that. So how many people here only take cash? Good. Last time I was doing this presentation, there was a few people that took cash only. How are you going to scale your business if you only take cash? So our friend here, many people probably went here to Chef Gito restaurant over in Broward, very good Haitian food. So I go, we're having a party at my house. We're going to spend about $140 to, get some griot and get some banan pesé and all of this good stuff, right? And I go to the register and he's like, cash only. What do you mean cash only? Can I cash app you? Can I? No. Cash only. The ATM is 2 blocks down. I have people waiting for me and I'm running around. You know how it is when you have a party. And it's like, I don't have time for that. And when I asked them, like, what happened? It's like, oh, I got problems with the IRS. I mean, come on, guys. We got to run a business where how are you going to scale? Because I can tell you for sure, if for my business, if we ever wanted to do a corporate party, I can't just take cash out and do receipts. That's too ugly on the QuickBooks. I need something where I can go just swipe my card and take it. So I'm glad nobody here, and we have someone on the comments. Go for it.
We have a question.
Sure.
Yes, hi. I wanted to ask you, you spoke about ACH.
Yep.
When you have an established website, how difficult is it for you to get that on there?
Oh, super easy because it's an integration. So it's not going to necessarily be your website that has the ACH. It's going to be like a link. So basically you have an invoice. The invoice can go to the client and then from there it goes, let's just use QuickBooks or Square to do it. Or you can do an integration where the client can put the invoice number, put the dollar amount, put their contact information, and it goes right in. So it looks like it's your website, but it's going to be like, it's going to their website because you don't want to have to be responsible for the finances, the security of when you're taking in money. You want that to be on the finance company.
Somebody said they use Zelle.
Yep. Oh, so good. We're going to talk about Zelle. Warning. they paused it. But last year, the Biden administration was gonna, and I'm not an accountant, speak to your accounting and all those, things. We got Hagel for the disclaimers, right? But Zelle, it was gonna be Venmo, PayPal, and another popular one, where they were gonna be telling Uncle Sam about the money you're taking, about the money you're getting. I think Zelle was going to be excluded, but then they just paused it for now. But I'm not, yep, I'll get to you one second. Yep.
I just wanted to add something, because whenever you go with Zelle, I don't think they're going to consider it as a form of payment, it's like form of you giving money to come back. So, and you can purchase services and stuff like that, but now you payment related.
Understood. But the point is, maybe Uncle Sam is the IRS is gonna be changing where they're gonna have to report it. So the thing is, you're taking the money, it's going into your personal account, but then when it's time to pay your taxes or to declare your taxes, you're saying, oh, I only made, $100,000, but then when they look at your Zelle, it was 120, So that's what we want to be careful. And again, how are we going to scale your business? How, when you later in life, you're 60 years old, you want to sell your business, and now you're showing someone the books, and it's like Zelle stuff. They want to see real transactions. They don't want to see that you were mixing your personal account and your business account. Yes, Parker.
Yeah, I have a question on this. So, not in the financial planning business,
Mhm.
one of my businesses, we use Square,
Mhm.
but I like what you said about the first of the month. So,
But go ahead.
oh yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll speak a little bit louder. I don't know if everybody can hear me.
So we got Zoom.
Okay. But so tell me how you bill. If you bring on a new customer near the end of the month, do you bill that customer at the first of the month, or do you wait till that same day, the month later? And if you have a monthly recurring
Oh, no, first
customer.
of all, and it's all negotiable, but we
Okay.
make sure that, if it's the first or third, whatever day they want, but we're setting it because you can set it up basically.
Right.
however you want. But did that answer your question?
Yeah, so it's not necessarily the first of the month only. It's that month anniversary for that particular
Yeah,
client.
exactly,
Got
exactly.
you.
Yeah,
All right.
quarterly billing, whatever the case is. But in our case, because of the cybersecurity services that we do, we charge every month. And yeah, we do have clients that say, hey, can you do it on the 6th? Or because their payroll is the 1st and the 15th, they want it on the
Right.
5th. So whatever it is, but get the money to come in and not have to chase. Because I
Right.
remember I used to have a full-time person, this is what, $13 an hour at the time. I had to chase customers because my accounts receivable was so high.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, thanks.
Awesome. All right, so we have about 30 minutes left. I'm gonna skip through some of these slides that are not as needed to talk about. But and then the quote that we have for the slide is, cash flow is not bragging rights, it's financial freedom, by Dave Ramsey. So my favorite one, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna step on some toes. I'm already letting you know now, okay? Artificial intelligence, proper staffing for peak times. Anybody has a retail store or plan on having a retail store? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and skip that one. But for anybody on Zoom with the retail stores, the cool thing with artificial intelligence is that you can use it to basically give you data. And it lets you know your peak hours. It lets you know if on Mondays you're getting 100 calls, but then on Thursdays you're only getting 30 calls. And then from there you're able to staff accordingly and not overstaff or understaff.
You mean on the Google business profile?
Google, we're talking about, in this case, phones. So you just have to integrate whatever phone system you have to a third party that can do that. But maybe even Google with their analytics can do it. Yeah. All right, so social media posts. So we all talked about, for the most part, everybody's here using social media. There's a company called Chatbot, which I used to use, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna use now, where I have all of my social media. I can already tell you what I'm posting for April. I have a happy, thanks to the Easter, we have clients that I visited 2 months ago that I took pictures with, but it's scheduled for April. So when we talk about using artificial intelligence, you can use services that you can schedule your Facebook, schedule your LinkedIn. So even if you don't have a social media manager, you can do all of this and you sit up, one Sunday night and you just basically schedule everything. And it will automatically go to your YouTube, it will automatically go to your LinkedIn, your Instagram, your Facebook, and any other social media. So there should really be no reason that you're not using social media because you can use something like Chatbot. Also, I want to talk about ChatGPT. This is my favorite topic. Anybody using ChatGPT? Awesome. What are you using? Okay, so let's define ChatGPT. First, in general, it's artificial intelligence, and you can basically go on their site and type in whatever you want. And I'm going to give you some examples, and it's going to produce that. So for example, my son's here, but all right. So if you wanted to write a 5-page paper about the history of slavery in Haiti, for example, or a 5-page paper about electricity and Albert Einstein or whatever it is, 2 seconds later, it's going to write it for you. This is artificial intelligence. Yeah, there's that too. Yep, but it's a great tool. All of my social media, if you go on my social media posts and you go in the last 3 or 4 months since ChatGPT has been out, I'm using ChatGPT for everything. If I'm with a client, let's just say, Rose, to give you the example, you just finished cleaning this, your staff just finished cleaning this office. You're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna write? Oh, I just finished cleaning this office. No, you write me a fun social media post about cleaning an office and how my clients are so happy for social media, right? It's gonna give you the hashtags. It's gonna give you the results where it's going to like help with the algorithms to show up first. It's beautiful. Parker, how do you use ChatGPT microphone somewhere?
That's where I'll just speak loudly.
Oh, they want you to mic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
You got it? All right.
Thank you. Yeah, I use it for blog posts. It's about 80% accurate. So I have to still tweak it a little bit, but I use it for blog posts.
So everyone tonight, I want you to go, except for you, RJ. Everybody go on ChatGPT. RJ is my 15-year-old son, 16, excuse me. Everybody go on ChatGPT and use this. I can tell you, they actually did, what's the bar exam, right? They actually had where they had questions from the bar exam. They asked ChatGPT to produce it. Then they gave it to a professor, whoever checks it, and they got an A+. They basically like pass in a sense, right? Just generally speaking, but that's exactly it. Do you use ChatGPT, Hegel?
Well, I've interacted I haven't used it yet, but I have been confronted with it where I told a client something and he told me, well, ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, told him A, B, and C. Of course, I told them that ChatGPT can't practice law, right? And they may not be aware of jurisdiction specific things. So it may answer you a legal question, but it may not necessarily know. I wouldn't trust it enough at this point for it to know the difference between Florida law or New York law or California law. But I mean, I know over time they're gonna try to start advancing it and moving it forward. But it was like, to me, stunning that I was being confronted with this with a high-end client that like, wow, like this is already out there in the world and it's already competing in a way with me already.
That is so true. Thank you so much for that. Yes, Parker. Yeah. Oh, you got it.
Yeah. Just to follow on. Sorry, what was your name? Yeah, just like what Hegel was saying. I've run into situations where people are also quoting ChatGPT from the financial planning perspective, but I don't see it that different than maybe a year before people talking about Google. It's the same general type of technology. It's just more accurate in terms of, but as I said before, it is still about 8 out of 10 times. It's pretty good, but you have to be very careful because there's some false information in there.
Yes, and like anything, you just can't copy and paste things. You can't just copy and paste Chat. Now, for maybe a social media post, it comes pretty close, but even then, change the words, make it more unique and make it sound more like you. But ChatGPT is great. They just really, yes, ChatGPT was. You got it. You know what? I'm not. It's asking if ChatGPT works in English. I'm not sure.
It works great in Spanish.
Okay, so Spanish. So you may then have to Google translate it and go through that route. But yeah. Also, they just released something for Microsoft Office for anybody that does PowerPoint presentations, Word documents. Let's just say you needed a 10 slides of a PowerPoint about the history of a water cooler with pictures. You can tell ChatGPT exactly what you're gonna do. Within 2 minutes, it's gonna create you a beautiful 10-slide deck about the history of water coolers in America. It's amazing, and it's free at the moment too. No, it can't do a website. It can't do a website.
You explain that you
Oh.
put the information as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All these things and generates.
Exactly. And the cool thing with that is there should now be no reason why you don't have a LinkedIn profile. There should be no reason why you're not doing social media posts. ai.chatgpt.com, I believe is the website, and that's all you have to do. Guys, which one is not me? Last one, okay.
The one with the dark background, the black background.
This one here?
The one with the suspenders.
Suspenders, okay, all right. Well, guess what? I uploaded my picture to not ChatGPT, but another artificial intelligence. Now I'm stepping on the toes of the people that said that they do pictures and they do photography. So we're gonna talk about that too. We still have about 20 minutes left. Guys, check my social media, Reginald Andre. I posted this, people saying, wow, great photo. Who did this for you? They thought it was me. This is none of this. I mean, yes, it's me, my face, but artificial intelligence, I don't know how to tie a tie. Artificial intelligence, I don't own suspenders. I don't own a blue jacket like that. Thank you. So, but this is just to show you. Last year, my company, we have about 13 people. And for about 8 of us, we hired a photographer for $900 to come to our business and basically do headshots. This cost me $50. It gave me 300 pictures of me in different pictures of me on the beach, pictures of me on a boat, pictures of me in an office sitting down for $50. I no longer had to go to the person doing photography and paying them $800-900 for my staff.
Which technology did you use?
Yes. This is just for my social media. That's it. I don't,
This offends my cultural sensibilities.
because
This offends my cultural sensibilities because this could be a job,
sorry, man. What's that word?
like a ghost, a spirit,
Oh.
Whereas the photographer can give me a true person.
Okay, so let's talk about that. This is how you're going to scale your business using technology. So I know a few people said they did photography on the side. You see here? Don't be the frog in the boiling water. Where now me saying, why do I need to pay the photographer $900 when I can just spend $50 and I get 300 pictures? The photographer is going to give me 12. You got to now pivot your business, not to say you're not going to be a photographer anymore, but you got to figure out, and I don't know the answer for photography, but you got to figure out how you're going to beat this technology. And if you can't beat it, then join it and figure out how you can now do that. But don't be the frog boiling in water. All right, so we got about 20 minutes left. Questions? I'm sorry? Oh, SEATI.ai, I'm pretty sure. If someone Googles that word or asks ChatGPT, I'm sure it'll tell you. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's SEATI.ai. $50. They want you to basically upload about 20 of your normal pictures. And then within 2 hours, I got 300 pictures. And this was some of the ones that I chose.
What did you have to provide?
Yeah. No, just whatever. Pictures of myself, SEATI. I believe. So. Yeah. Oh, a friend just told me about this yesterday. Yeah. A friend just told me about it. I never knew about this. Okay, another cool thing is you're in a Zoom meeting and you're the one who's supposed to be writing all the notes. With ChatGPT, you can take the transcripts of the Zoom, or you can take the audio recording of the Zoom, load it to ChatGPT and say, ChatGPT, tell me a summary of this meeting I'm about to upload. Seconds, it gives you a transcript. So you're the secretary of a board or something like that, or you're in a meeting, or you're in class and you're taking notes, ChatGPT will give you a summary of that. So just another thing on that.
That's the free version of it?
Yeah, the free version. So the only difference between the free and the paid, which is $20 a month, is that sometimes there's like peak hours where they're not gonna let you, but you just wait. Don't do it at 4 o'clock when everybody else is on it. Any other questions? This was like the cool slides.
Recording.
Guys.
I think someone is recording.
Oh.
With GPT.
What did he say? Oh, and Mike Hagel?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I wanted to ask,
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
what I wanted to ask you is, did you just say that that the Chat GPT, like, it listens, or you have to download the transcripts of that into Chat GPT?
You have to download the transcripts. So
Okay.
Zoom usually has that feature, or Google Meets, and then you get the transcript, you upload it, you basically copy and paste the transcript to Chat GPT, tell it what you're looking for, and boom. And that's it. It'll give you a summary. And soon it's going to be able to tell the difference between David and John. Just at the beginning of the Zoom meeting, everybody just has to announce myself. I'm David, I'm Hagel, I'm John, and then Chat GPT will be able to do all of that for you very soon.
Somebody has their hand up. Go ahead.
Hi, how secure is that though, to upload meeting transcripts to GPT? Where does it get? Do you know?
Well, it goes to the cloud. Microsoft owns 49%. They just invested $10 billion with a B into it. So it's under a Microsoft umbrella. Now, they are definitely using it to make the product better. I guess if you're doing something with legal or anything sensitive or PII information, then you probably won't want to do that, or you may want to edit it before you upload. But for what I do, it's fine, and I would say for most industries, except if for financial services you may not want to, but again, okay, maybe not for that, but you can use it for the social media help, and just use it as a guide, right? Just like Wikipedia, you shouldn't just copy and paste Wikipedia. You should use it as a guide. So I'll get you guys the website. I know I didn't tell you the right one. So now we got about 15 minutes left, so I'm going to skip some of these slides, but we want to quickly talk about augmented reality, which is very similar to AI. The difference is, okay, let's just say you are a hairstylist, and Rose, you go to your hairstylist and you say, you know what? Let me make sure. Okay, let's just say you want to pull, and you want to pull. Right now, a traditional pull person is going and basically showing the books and showing the customer on a website. But with now augmented reality, the pull or the construction, the general contractor can take their tablet and basically go to the customer and says, okay, you like this design? Okay, awesome. Now go in your backyard and see how it's gonna look. And here in the slideshow, you see that this is a regular backyard with construction. And then when they put the tablet, they see how it's gonna look. How different is your business going to be if you can do something like that? So Rose, I'm sure sooner or later, a messy office, and you come in and boom. And now this is how it is going to be in a clean office, right? Just for an example. Same thing, if anybody does construction, your home decorator, interior designer, same concept. Using augmented reality, instead of showing your customer all these books and fabrics, just go in and just say, okay, you like this? All right, I'm gonna push a button. You don't like the door being gray? You want it dark gray? Oh yeah, I can see it now, all here. And of course they have the goggles and things like that. Going to the hairstyle, Rose, and your hairstyle is pretty similar to this, right? So you go to your beautician and you tell her, I don't know if I want to do red or black or gold. Well, she takes a picture of you and she can easily now show how you would look in these different things. And then from there you can take it, right? So again, I was talking about, I'm stepping on people's toes, talking about how technology may not obsolete them, but make their job seems less important. Give them new competition. Yep, use the competition. So slide quote is, think big, there's no reason to think small. I'm sorry, I just realized I'm blocking you. All right, so we got about 15 minutes left. I'm gonna go through this one real quick. CRM. Anybody has CRM, which is a customer relationship manager? All right, few people. Okay, so there's plenty of them, right? Basically, how do you track your customers when they come in and come out? You have to have a way. You can't just be on top of your head or you're writing on a piece of paper. You have to have a way to be able to scale your business, right? Because you don't only want it to be yourself. You want it where when a prospect calls, you ask them, how did you hear about me? What's your name? What's your email? I want to now put you what they call a newsletter or a drip campaign in the newsletter. There's all of these different things that you want to do, and you can't do it without your sales process because you need to be able to know from the beginning to end, why did the customer not choose you? Was it because of price? Was it because maybe it was something else, or whatever the case is? You want to be able to have a CRM system. The biggest and most famous one is called Salesforce. They have one, but they have plenty of other ones. It's very expensive. But you can just Google CRM and Google CRM. Usually Salesforce goes for like $75 a month per user, and it's a little complicated to set up, but there's competitors. Go on Google and you'll find it, or go on ChatGPT, says put CRM for cleaning services or waste management, and boom, you'll find it. It'll tell you. Emails, texts, newsletters to clients. Clifford? Anderson, yes, sorry, that's Clifford. Anderson, remind me what you do? Content creator. You ever have a customer says, hey, Clifford, you quoted me $250, but I want you to do it for $200? Do you do it? It depends. When you do it, what do you get out of it? Okay, but you don't get, yes, you get a service out of it, they pay you, but what I would challenge you to do next time is that if you do give a discount, say, look, I'm gonna give you a discount, but at the end, if you're happy with my service, I need you to go to Google, I need you to go to LinkedIn, I need you to go to Facebook and leave a review for me. I need you to go on your social media and talk about how great I did your website. Don't just give out anything for free in the future. And know your worth too. Now, I'm not picking on you, I'm just talking general. My business, we stopped giving discounts. I even tell customers we are on the high end side because we know our worth. So again, not you, but just in general. Don't leave money on the table as well. All right, so because of time, we're gonna go. So slide quote is retention is the game. The game in the business is not how many customers you can get, it's how you can keep them. Yeah, oh, you're saying slow down? Oh, okay, all right, just wanna respect everyone's time. Telephone systems, so Hagel, how many staff do you have? 2, including yourself? 3, awesome, 3. So do you have a way of doing quality control and listening to like the conversations?
Since we have the same phone company, maybe if I called them and, found out, probably, but normally, no, I'm not recording or listening in on their calls.
So for those of you that do like more retail, and sometimes it can be like he said, she said, maybe yours may be a little different because of client confidentiality.
Well, no, I mean, these are,
the reception.
yeah, but here, these would be my employees, so there is no confidentiality being broken because they work for me. So I'm just like any other company.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so basically there's services as simple as Google or Google Voice to other companies. And basically when your client calls, you can have the call recorded. So, and you know how it says what call recorded for quality purposes, and that's probably an extra $5 with whoever you're using to record it to the cloud. And then from there, you can go back and listen to the calls. You can see how long they were on the call. So if sales is not doing good or people are not buying from you, listen to the calls and see, right? I didn't answer the question?
No, you did answer a question for me. I've been asking myself for a long time.
What's the question?
Regarding my no, it's okay.
No, go, because I've been told I have.
Yes, no, that question I've been asking that question for the longest. I could never get the answer, but now I thought it was because I thought it was while I'm talking, they was listening to my conversation, but it's a cloud. So they just record it after they listen to it, right?
It's so if you're calling a company and it says it's either recording or the person says it, then that means that they're recording the call, and maybe the supervisor listening to it later, or there's a discrepancy later, they can
Mhm.
listen to it.
Okay.
So, and it's a very minimal service that everybody should have.
Okay.
Another thing with telephone systems is that I recommend at the beginning of your business to separate your personal phone and your business phone. I can tell you this phone right here, everybody knows it because I started my business with this and I'm blessed for it. I'm not complaining, but at the same time, I still have customers calling here. And here I have 12 employees, right? And everybody's just calling me. And now I got to train my customers to go this way because I got technicians doing like this, not doing anything because they want to speak to me. So I would say at the beginning, consider getting voice over IP phones. It's about $20 a month, $25 a month, and you can have extensions. So as you're growing your business, you don't have to get the traditional phones anymore. You can use an app. And with that app, you tell your staff, hey, download this on your phone. And that way, when the client is calling, especially with work from home now, when the customer is calling, you can literally be on the beach and you answer, hey, this is my service, how can I help you? And then from there, they can transfer it, but they're not transferring it to your personal phone number. They're just transferring it via the app. So just another suggestion. And then tie all of this to your CRM. If a client is calling you, it should go to your CRM, because with the CRM, you can then see like, oh man, Mr. Joe used to call, and the intelligence will tell you, Mr. Joe would call every week to order flowers. All of a sudden he's not, or chemical equipment. Why isn't ABC company ordering chemical equipment anymore? The artificial intelligence will tell you like, hey, you better call because maybe they're using somebody else. They haven't called you in 2 months. So slide quote, you can't be heard if you're not communicating. All right. So we're going to talk about some tech tools. Everybody knows about Zoom and Teams, so we don't need to talk about that. But if you are paying for Zoom, consider using something like Google or Microsoft, because with Microsoft, it comes with Teams and you're already paying for it. So why are you paying for Zoom $15, $20 a month with the recording and all those other features when you can just use Microsoft Office or Google? So just something to save some money. Anybody just work off of a single monitor? Oh, come on. All right. Consider getting, okay, good. So everybody else is not, but it's so beautiful when you work off of 2 monitors. You can just take an HDMI cable, plug it into your laptop, and you have 2 monitors. It works well. So again, we're just talking about being productive and being able to scale your business and just working a little more efficiently. Using a calendar, self-explanatory, and unsubscribe from everything. There's a cool feature in Microsoft Outlook and Google where you can create a rule. Like if you went to Macy's and you gave them your email address, or you went to the Winn-Dixie and now they got your email address, and all these people got your email addresses, right? And you're just getting like all day, you're just clicking on stuff. Well, there's a cool feature within those applications, our Office and Google, where it will automatically unsubscribe for you. Anything that comes with unsubscribe is a newsletter. Unsubscribe from it, save time and grow your business and not sit there just looking. Yes, hey. Yes, exactly. Thank you. And yes, you can put rules and you can make it where basically before it unsubscribes, you can just do like the final approval. So yes, but definitely don't unsubscribe from that. So we're going to talk about outsourcing. I'm going to be stepping on some more toes. Okay, you guys ready for it? My son right here, 6th grade. He's going to his school and he's got an F in math. And we're trying, and the teacher's like, look, you got to get him a tutor. He's going to a private school. We're paying a lot of money. I say, okay, what we're going to do? Got to give him a tutor. Okay, so you're going to do it? No, it's extra. I'm already paying you. Now you want more money? So I said, how much? They said, well, it's going to be about $35 a session. And he's a little behind in math. He needs 4 sessions a week. My gosh, and he's going to need it for a long time, right? So I needed some graphics done a few years prior. And I went to this website called Upwork or Fiverr. If you guys ever heard of that? I'm stepping on some toes, but we're going to talk about how we're going to make it better. Okay, so bear with me on that. So I needed some graphics. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford to get the graphics. I couldn't afford a person in Miami to do graphics for me. I went to Upwork. I went to Fiverr, and I paid about $20 for someone to do my logo. You guys see the logo there. $25 compared to about $200 that someone here in the States wanted to do my logo. I got it done. I needed my logo. I couldn't afford the $200. I got it for $25, right? So I said, you know what? Let me see if I can find someone on Fiverr to train to do my tutoring for my son. I go and I'm seeing people wanting to do tutor sessions for an hour for $7 in the Philippines, in El Salvador, in Africa, in Canada. Well, not Canada, but Canada was a little more. But all of these countries, and it's not like you're ripping them off because they only get paid $3 or $4 an hour. So here they are charging 7, 8 American, and for them, they're happy. My son, in about, well, how many months, RJ? In 2 months, he went from an F to an A. And 3 years later, he's still using the same lady for his math, paying $9 a session, where we went to the library. The library, they had like some tutoring people there. They wanted 25, the school wanted 35. And now I still have the same lady, roughly about $9 a session. And he went from an F to an A in math. So there's plenty of sites like that.
He's not using chat.
He's not using chat. No, because he's had to take the things in class, right? Contracting and partnering. We used to use a courier service to basically send our laptops. We're an IT and cybersecurity company. We used to use, we used to have our technicians go. We paid them $20, $25 an hour to deliver a laptop and set it up. Now I just use Uber delivery. And with Uber delivery, I pay what, one time, one way, $20, $25. And basically, here you go, sir, here's the laptop. Call us, call the office. So think about all of these technologies and how you can use it. So now going to you, Anderson, we know you do websites, we know you do graphic content, right? How you can beat it and how you can use the technology is that you now go to Mr. Hagel, who needs a new website, by the way. So you should talk to him. It's a little old. And you say, hey, Mr. Hagel, I can do your website. And now you know what you do? You go to Philippines, you go to Turkey, you go to all of these other countries, and now you outsource it, you subcontract it to them. They're going to be ecstatic because they're making their money. You're not ripping them off. Your profit margins are going to be much faster. Yes, but you can do it too, sir. You can do it too. Quality. Well, you guys are going to supervise it. You're going to make sure you get the best subcontractor. Why do yourself when you can have someone in another country do it? Perfect. Yes. Oh, microphone, and then I'm going to come to you. I'm going to go, but go ahead. No, because the Zoom people have to listen.
Those people, how your bank account is safe with them? Because I know those people, they really good hackers.
No. Okay. So with Fiverr and the other one I mentioned, you pay through the platform. So basically they're the middle person. You pay the middle company, and then the company will pay them after you are satisfied with the work. Clifford, you had something? Oh, sorry. They want the microphone. Oh, they want the microphone.
He has a law firm and he wants some IT work to be done. So he hires someone in Egypt to do the work for him.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna pull back the curtain in my business a little. You call my office, 786-664-8275, anytime you need cybersecurity work. You know who's gonna answer the phone? Raul. Raul gets paid, and he's giving me permission to say this. He gets paid $1,000 a month to answer my phones and to put your information into our CRM system. 40 hours a week.
Right now, I'm structuring an office in Haiti with a few ladies that speak English. We'll do a training with them. So we're going to offer that service here. I'm doing it right now. Yeah.
Get with him. He'll help you up. So I'm paying $1,000 a month, 40 hours a week. His English, yes, of course, it's not the best. It's about 80, 85%. But that's Miami. He can read, he can write English. And how much was I paying the person before? I won't say her name, but I was paying her here in Miami about $42,000 a year, where I'm paying Raul $12,000 a year. Plus I had to pay her benefits, plus all of the different stuff, right? All the, you got to give him time off, and Raul gets time off and things like that. But guys, I'm taking home more money because of this, right? And that's the end game. Yes, we want to employ, and I'm pro USA. Hagel knows that, right? But we got to take the money for us. Is either they're going to eat. Yeah, and at the same time, too, guys, teachers in El Salvador, they're making $750, $800. So here, this guy's making $1,000, sitting at home answering phone calls in his AC home. So if you could do it, or cold calling. I got 3 people. I got 1 person in Jamaica, and I got 2 people in Philippines that I'm paying about $900 a month, and they're cold calling businesses for me. So when you guys get like, hello, this is, that's, yeah. But it's there. It's there. I have 2 technicians in El Salvador. I have, and then I have some other staff too. So, but you guys get the point that whatever your business is, and we're talking about, oh, they're trying to take our business. No, you use them, and you're not using them in a bad way either.
What is the name of the Haitian?
The Haitian, Clifford. You're going to start a business, right? So maybe give them your number. So when
Is here Eco Clean System LLC in Miami. Or in Haiti, Sunny Clean. Muse Communication.
Give me a number. All right. So guys, again, how are you going to grow your business if it's only you? If you're having to do the invoicing, where do we have we have someone in the Philippines doing our bookkeeping. I was paying my accountant $12.50 a month. Again, if there's accountants listening, there's ways to beat that. But because then I was paying my accountant $12.50 a month, then I got someone in the Philippines, and you know what she ended up doing? She ended up saying, hey, let me manage that person for you. And she was able to reverse it and be able to recoup. So worker shortage. All right, more toes I'm going to step on. All right, we got to use automation. Have you ever seen the self-checkout lanes at at the stores, right? Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. It's cool if Walmart does it, right? Because you expect that from Walmart, that they're going to cut costs. But Publix, where shopping is a pleasure, is now using this self-checkout. This is a picture from one of my technicians that live here locally in Miami. She lives in downtown Miami. This was a robot to deliver food that's going downtown Miami. And if you ever go downtown Miami, you'll see all of these.
There are restaurants that
restaurants and waiters. So if anybody in the restaurant business, and we need to fight this worker shortage that we have right now, use the technology, grow your business with technology. I say this kindly, and I know it's recorded, but I say it kindly. Pay a waiter X amount of dollars, go through all of that when you could just use a robot. Food trucks, online kiosks. That point is not necessary right now. Taco Bell, you go to Taco Bell, same thing. Where I actually do go to Taco Bell sometimes, because that's the only thing I can eat when I'm on the fast food. But Taco Bell, they used to have like 3 or 4 counters. They just have that one counter. And even the person at the counter is telling you to go to the kiosk. Use the technology for your business. Construction. There's even now where there's bricklayers and it's robots doing it. So if anybody's in construction and you're doing like a house project, there's actually bricklayers. Like, you know how you would have the bricklayer, he takes the cement, he puts it there, he puts it and continues. Now there's a robot that will do that. So that is the end of my presentation. My name is Reginald Andre. I do cybersecurity services. Notice I didn't talk anything about cybersecurity, because our time today was about technology and growing your business with technology, but it's also very important to have cybersecurity for your business. So if you need anything from me, I'm here to resource. You have about 7 more minutes, so if we have any questions, that's it.
Do you have a website?
Of course, yes, it was at the beginning, www.arc, A-R-K, solvers, S for Sam, OLVERS.com. Parker.
Did you post for that picture, or is that AI?
No, this is when I hired, oh gosh, I hope he doesn't listen. When I hired the headshot guy a year and a half ago, this is the picture, one of the pictures he did for me. But, huh? Yeah, but I have AI now. So, yeah, because soon you're going to be able to tell AI. Right now you can't, because this is the beginning stages. But soon you're going to tell AI that I want you to use my picture with a brown suit.
You can right now.
Oh, you can. Okay.
It's called Midjourney.
Midjourney, guys. Midjourney.ai or .com.
AI, but it's on Joshua.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, it's on a chat program.
Okay.
yeah, you have to go to the chat program and
Okay.
use it there.
Awesome,
Yeah.
thank you, man. Anybody else on the Zoom? And, yeah, go ahead, question? No, you good?
I was gonna tell him, because, you know, it's like, hey, I just, you know, if this was my business and I'm hearing like 5-6 recommendations to do something else and that's dramatically cheaper, you know, like you said, you're definitely stepping and crunching on toes.
I am,
But,
yep.
oh, okay, wow, okay. So, but something I wanted to say that I do think about for you as I wasn't here when you said your business, but I'm assuming you're in photography. Oh, okay. Oh, cleaning. Okay. But is that, you know, one of the things that I guess AI can't do for certain businesses is even like in the picture taking, sometimes for people, it's just kind of the experience. And you may have your own ideas of a way you want to do something that, you know, the AI just can't get to, that like maybe somebody in that business, you know, can do and can get to.
Absolutely.
Although, man, on the fly, man, that's a great to go, you know, starter pack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the AI.
Yeah, and it was $50 and it was guaranteed, meaning if you weren't happy, they would just give you back the money.
You guys agree.
You have a question on Zoom? What website do you use for cold calling? What websites do you use for cold calling?
No, so I went to Upwork and then I basically did a job description and then I filtered by countries. And then, so I did Jamaica, Philippines. I think I did Jamaica and Philippines. And then what I did is I said, when you apply for this job, I want you to read this paragraph. And that was a quick way to figure out if they had a thick accent or not. And then from there, I was able to see, okay, these people had, like it would be readable, easy to understand. And then from there, I got into the second stage of the interview. And then that's when I looked at it. So filtering that. So Fiverr and Upwork. And then of course, they would have to have cold calling experience and things like that. So.
Okay, we have one person with their hand up on Zoom. Go ahead.
Yes, couple of questions. Piggyback on what you just said with the outsourcing. So when you chose that person, when the person passed the interview, now in order for them to do the cold calling for you, you already had a system in place for that to happen?
Okay, so then so the question basically is, once you now have that person that says, I'm ready, no, they are now expecting me to provide them the information. So I then have to go back to Fiverr and what is called lists. You have to get a list builder. So basically, if I'm looking for financial services and they have to have 10 or more computers, there's people on Fiverr for, I would say roughly about $75, $100, and they do what they call list scrub. So they go on LinkedIn and they will do a search for financial services. They'll do with the paid version of LinkedIn, you can really filter it. And then basically they'll get that email address, that phone number, all of that information. And then now that I have a list of about 1,000 people, I now give it back to the cold caller, and then I give them a CRM system that they then enter all of that information. So yes, think of it as an employee, and that employee needs you to provide them the tools to work.
Got it. Now, the second question I have for you, you've said it already, but it's because I didn't hear it very well. It was regarding the AI for the picture.
Okay, I'm going to get you. I know I kind of butchered it, so because I only learned about it yesterday, so I'm going to get it to you right now. So, okay, here it is. S for Sam, it's SECTA. Sam, Edward, Charlie, Thomas, Apple, .ai, which is alpha.
Thank you so much. Got it.
SECTA.ai.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Of course.
There's like 2 questions on the chat that I'm going to read. What metrics do you set for them? Referring to the cold calling, how they are incentivized.
Oh yeah, definitely. So metrics is that if they actually get us what we call a warm lead, and it has to be a conversation that when I'm actually talking to them, it's like the person knows why they're on the phone. So then they get about, I think like a $5. And again, $5 for them is a lot of money, making, a lot of these people only make $300 a month in their country. So for them to get a bonus of $5 is a lot. And then from there,
Per hour?
no, per lead. No, they get, if I'm not mistaken, it's about $800-900 a month. 40, they do about 35, 40 hours because they also have to do research on the company and stuff like that. And then they get $5 for every warm lead. And then if I'm able to close the business, then they get another incentive. No, we use something else. We use it's to our industry. So yeah, it's for IT. It's like a CRM for IT.
Another question for you. What do you have for someone to scale up an e-commerce business?
E-commerce business. It's a lot of competition with the e-commerce, right? So I know with e-commerce, you have to do well, depending on what are they selling, that's gonna help me better.
Selling, Danielle. I think it's clothes, right?
Yeah, clothing.
Clothing.
Obviously, there's the obvious answers like Etsy. Like what makes your clothes different? I think that's gonna be the biggest thing. And I would say using your social media is going to be like building the page of your social media. Like how many followers do you have? How many people actually know that page, where when someone is modeling for whatever that clothing line is, that they're willing to even share it. So if your social media is dormant, then that probably would be the best spot for it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Another question, what tech would you recommend for a coaching business where clients go through curriculum?
One more time.
What tech would you recommend to a coaching business where clients go through curriculum?
All right. Sometimes when you don't know, it's easier to say you don't know. So I'm not sure. I'm sorry, but I can maybe get back to you. If you want to shoot me an email, maybe we can look at it together and I can help you, but on top of my head, I don't know.
Yeah, some people are answering in the chat.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Thank you, community.
Kajabi.
Kajabi, Thinkific,
Thinkful.
Thinkific, okay.
All right. Anything else? So for the people here, we're going to do a selfie. And for the people on Zoom, again, closed mouths don't get fed. I want you to go on social media and I want you to say, I just finished listening to the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce webinar about scaling my business. And then from there, talk about what your business is. Do a selfie in your own house if you're on Zoom.
Yeah. So this was live stream in 3 different places right now. So anywhere you guys are watching from or anywhere you can find us on social media, do what he says.
Yep. And if you guys want to follow me on LinkedIn, Reginald Andre, Facebook, Reginald Andre, and Instagram, Reginald Andre. But again, always use the moment to sell yourself. If you anything, go on my social media. You see exactly what I'm talking about. Add me as a friend. And you got to be posting 2-3 times a day, but that's a different, maybe one day we'll do a marketing one. But thank you guys so much for having me. We're about 10 minutes over, so thank you for staying on that. All right. Thank you. Oh, we're on time, they tell me. So, all right, 10 minutes over for me, I guess. So thank you. So we're going to do a quick selfie. Everybody, and then you're gonna advertise your business, learning how to scale my. Yeah. That's why you'll see people saying great bonus. Oh, on my Facebook. Go on my Facebook.
Thank you so much for everybody who joined today. We are going to have another guest speaker next month, April 17. We're going to have with us Mr. Danilo Vargas, and we're going to learn about how to brand our business better. So we are expecting everybody to join us on April 17 for the next guest speaker, talking about secrets on how to better brand your business. So you can already register for the next presentation. Thank you so much, everyone. Looking forward to seeing you all on April 17. Site the next time. It's always better because there's always more conversation. You can have coffee with us and everything. So We are encouraging all of you who are in Miami for the next one to join in person. Thank you, everyone, for being there. Thank you.